Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another episode of The Clone Show, sponsored by FastTech. And today we are looking at the Underground Mechanical Mod Kit. And be sure to tell me what you think about this new intro right now. Alright guys, this is the packaging that the Underground Mechanical Mod comes in. Just a clear little box. I know you've seen this type before. Open it up. Notice I got a little Sharpie here. You probably can't see it. There you go. I had to write Underground Mech on here just so I don't remember. So I don't forget what packaging this is for, because a lot of things surprisingly come in something like this. But when you open it up, you see this goodie bag here. It does have a drip tip adapter. That's for a 510. I got some O-rings, a couple extra grub screws, and an Allen wrench. And this is the tube. As you can see, this is 22 millimeter in diameter. It's got a copper ring here, because it kind of has like the roughneck on the Rig V2 kind of threading, but it has this deck here, this copper ring here to where you can put the RDA onto it. But if you notice, see how the RDA is stainless steel, and this has got like a copper. Now it's got a nice heavy Cerakote finish on it. The serial number right here on the back is 0506. Got the air venting there at the bottom, and this side does say Underground, and it has the MCM Philippine Mods logo right here on the front. Now, like I said, it's got a nice Cerakote, but it's got a copper or brass tube, but a stainless steel RDA. I don't know why they would set a kit up like that mismatched. I mean, it kind of irks me. Kind of really irks me. But the power button comes here. It's got these little, you got these two little finger cutouts on each side. It's kind of, if you've got big fingers like I do, it's kind of uncomfortable with those things. But you unscrew it this way. This is also the battery adjuster as well. You just unscrew it. Once it gets out about quite a bit, you can start screwing it well. And that's all there is. It's just a tube. I like the finish on it though. It's really nice. It's really, I mean, it just feels good. You notice on the fire switch here, it does have a Delrin insulator right there around the copper 510 pin, or the copper fire button rather. Button's plastic. You can just tell by feeling it. It's plastic. It gives somewhat. So if we screw this back in just a little bit, and we'll just put this copper ring back on the top. Let's take a look at the RDA. Slide this off to the side. Here we go. This is the Underground RDA. Start from the top. It does have a proprietary drip tip on here. I'm not sure the actual size of it, but if you take this off, this is where the adapter goes in, where you can have your 510s in there. Put that back on. This is actually a nice size. I kind of like it. Pull off the airflow control. You see it's the airflow options you have here on the side of the barrel. You have double slots here to where, so when this, see the step side, right now you're wide open, you see the step side, or the step style AFC, you turn it, you can close the top slit, or you can turn it some more to the bottom slit. Now you cannot do single coil in here. It is just a strictly dual coil RDA. And then of course it does have bottom airflow as well. Alright, so let's take the barrel off. It's simple, there's no lip or anything, it's just smooth. It stops going on at the base of the deck right here, because it has a lip right here at the bottom of the deck. Just straightforward, guys. Nothing fancy. I like that logo though. I like that emblem. It's pretty cool. I know you can see some gunk right now. It's wet. I'm gonna take a look at the 510. It does protrude. I like to see it protrude a little further, but it does protrude far enough to where it can be hybrid safe. And then on the bottom, it does have an insulator going around the positive thread and the negative threads. Double O-ring. Double O-ring with pretty good tolerance. Really good. It's got these hex head grub screws on the side here, which closes into your, tightens down your coils. And then you got this bottom airflow here on the side. Now we look at the deck. It does say right there, MC. Gonna get it to focus in. There we go, MCM Mods Philippines. Now this is a 22 millimeter deck, and it's really weird, quite honestly, because you have the bottom airflow that goes in here, and then it comes out here, right, on both sides, like these center holes. Now, in order to wick, or to put the coils in here, because you can see the insulator right here, the peak insulator, the coils go this way. You can already tell it's not really wide, so you can't get a real wide, big coil in here. So the coils go this way over top of the airflow, and think about that for a second. The coils are this way. Your wicks have to come out from here and in to here to the wick channels, which is really, really weird. Because even when you put this barrel back on, let's get it lined up with the bottom airflow there real quick. Should be right there. You know, you can't put your wicks out here on the side because no juice would ever get to them. I don't know why it's done that way. It was really, really weird. And if you're using bottom airflow, like right now you would be, your cotton would be obstructing the side airflow. So if you want to use side airflow, you have to turn this all the way around, and it would essentially close off the bottom airflow. That way your airflow would be on the side of the coils as opposed to in the cotton. So I'm not sure what their thinking was behind that design, but it's kind of funky, kind of weird. That there is the underground mechanical mod kit in a nutshell. I mean, simple stuff. I mean, just a tube mechanical mod. Like I said, I do like the finish on the tube. I wish it would have been matched up with the colors. What we're going to do now is we're going to put a build in this thing in the RDA, heat them up, wick it up, juice it up, and vape it up. And also, one thing I don't like about this is when you put your coils in, when you tighten the screws off, it twists your lead. It's sort of like a flat velocity style deck. I don't like that. Alright, now look at this. We got her wicked up. Here's what I mean by the wicking channels. Is you bring the wicks, you got to bring them around the side, or the front. It's like they don't go under the coils or anything. They just kind of go, just off kilter, man. Very weird, because if you look in here, I mean, I guess juice can come through the air, little cracks between the posts and the airflow, but this thing really doesn't have very much of a juice well. So this is just basically just for just paint your coils and drip only, pretty much. Messed up cotton there, but it's fine. It'll be fine. So what we do, we're going to be using side airflow to begin with. That's the thing. The side airflow and the bottom airflow are kind of the same. So you can, it's like it's like blocking your cotton. It's supposed to go through to your coils. So you could do this. have your airflow going this way between the coils, and then block off the bottom airflow. And maybe, I've done it like this too. It just doesn't seem like it. You know, it just doesn't seem like it does what it doesn't do much better. But the juice we're going to be using today is from Smoky Mountain Shine. This one here is lemon drops. You've seen a few flavors already of this line: the Southern Custard and the Fruit Punch. This is a third of the line they sent me. This is called a lemon drop. Don't have a flavor profile for it, but I mean, hey, it's lemon drop, right? So, and of course, a little slogan here is made the old way, the hard way, by hand in good old Tennessee. We put the effort in so you can enjoy the labors. So, I like lemon vapes, of course, I do. So we're going to try this thing out. Problem with lemon is, though, it can, pledge. Lemon's hard to do. If you don't get it right, it's like furniture polish. It's just pledge. So that's the big thing to worry about when it comes to lemon vapes. Now what we do here is we're going to put the top cap back on. Oop. Unscrew the RDA, as I made a mess. Out the bottom airflow. Okay. Put this ring on the bottom of the RDA. Like so. We're going to screw this onto the top of the tube. I always put the battery in second. We will go positive. This is the Sony VTC 5A. Positive side down where the vent hole is. Screw this in until it's snug up against the battery. Once you get between these things, you got big fingers. It's kind of baby. Okay, now I'm on the battery. I use my fingernail to kind of get in these creases just to get a little more snug. Just like that. No. Towel dripped, making a mess everywhere. It's coming out the RDA. It's all over the Pro Tab, all over my table here. Wipe this off. Hitting pretty hard. All right, so let's go back up, vape on this thing, and talk some more about it. Wow. Lemon drops, Smoky Mountain Shine, another good one. It's a cloud checker for sure, man. That juice is pretty good. Again, it's another like that Fruit Punch. How it was mild, I could taste it. It was just really, really mild. I would like a more kick your teeth in flavor. Same with this lemon drop. I could taste the lemon. Not pledgy. It's a good combination of lemon. But I would like a more pow mouth of flavor. But again, that's me. I mean, I've noticed that I just like a real strong blast of flavor. 15 or 17, 20% flavoring in my juices. So, but some people that taste mine or other ones that I've said this about think it's enough flavor. So it's just all subjective. I personally, it's a good lemon flavor, but I would like a little more. I like more flavor. But when it comes to the underground RDA, it is 22 millimeter overall diameter. It's kind of funky, man. I like it. It's good quality. The build, the tube. Of course, I don't like how it didn't match with the brass or the copper tubing and the stainless steel top. I just don't like how it don't match. I don't mind everything else about it. The build deck is just weird. I mean, it's no post style, but it's like a no post velocity style deck. Goes across the airflows. The wicking channels are off in some crazy ass direction. No juice well. This really isn't for me. I probably won't use this no more. But I don't feel any voltage drop. I feel like it's hitting like a boss. It's hitting like a champ. I just don't, it's just not for me. It's not an RDA or a setup that I would go out and purchase. Just isn't. It isn't. But that has been the underground RDA, the underground mechanical mod kit, rather. If it's something that fits along your line, just know this: it does function well, it does work well, it feels pretty good in the hand. I don't mind the feel in the hand. It's just the build deck is weird. I got big fingers for the fire button here, but I mean, it still works. It's right there, you see. Every now and again, you just gotta hit that fire button just vertical, straight up. You can't hit it from the side like some of them you can. You just gotta go straight up. So, well, that's it. I do thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the support and your Patreons and on the channel. Your shipment I got delayed because of work. This is Friday. Hopefully your shipment can go out. If I can make it to the post office tomorrow on Saturday, I'll ship everything out on Saturday for the winners and so forth. If not, it'll be Monday. Just work, man. I've been tied up all freaking week because I'm working 15, 16-hour days. I know you understand, but I do feel like shit because I said it was going to go out midweek and it just didn't do it. I'm sorry. I do thank you very much for the support, and there are links in the description below if you're interested in checking out the Patreon or support the channel anyway. You know, I'm not asking, it's just there. It's just an option for anybody who's willing to do it. I do thank you very much. Don't forget about the little giveaway going on the channel. Be sure to go check out the last video and get entered into that. There is a specific thing you have to do to get entered into it. Be sure to check it out. Coming up on the end of the year, man. Man, this year's gone by, really. Wow, really. Anyway, let's get this done with. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the support. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby. Fire button. If you don't hit it straight in the center, it won't fire.